Okay, so this is going to be the sort of taster of the final piece. It's just starting from about like a third of the way in, you know. Right, not a third, a quarter. God, basic maths. But yeah, you can get this sort of product in under 2 hours if you just use this formulaic approach that I'm going to lay out for you. It's not the best bit of music ever, but like, who cares? It can really just be what it is. It's a framework for you to work on in the future. This can be added to, things can be taken out. You can just leave it as it is, have a nice bit of elevator music. Okay, so here I'm just putting down the drum track and copy the strips whatever you want the composition to be. I decided to put it about 2 minutes 50 because it works quite nicely. 90 BPM, you can have all 4 parts in, just copy and paste them across. And then we can get the fingerstyle bass down, lay down the root notes, and we're doing this traditional pop chord progression of 1, 5, 6, 4, and this is going to be in the key of C major to keep it simple. And we just put down a random rhythm pattern. First bit nicely spaced out, just there you go. So we can see that works. It's really basic, it's just root notes. Kind of upsets me a little bit as a bass player that I've done that, but you know, it's just here for the tutorial. And then we copy across the part, like, onto the nylon synth. Use that, we're just outlining the chord right now, so it's just using the first, first, third, seventh, fifth, and fourth. So that's just going in between each of those notes, filling in the blank space, and just copying everything across. Let's hear what this sounds like with the rest of it. This should lift that second part of the A section and make it sound slightly less amateurish. And after listening to this arpeggio that I'm doing over the chords, I'm quite happy with it. Kind of makes it sound like a video game soundtrack. Okay, so let's stop that. And I thought it sounds a bit too dull going in the first section of that, so let's just move it across a beat. There you go, use a bit of syncopation. Add some texture to the song. This is quite a good trick to use if you feel like a piece of music is lacking something. You can fill in the gaps, add some texture, as I said before. Just ignore those Facebook notifications. It's not my Mac. Okay, so we'll change the drum loop for the B section because, you know, that just brings it up. Or, well, not exactly brings it up, but makes it a distinct change. And in this next section for the bass, I'm going to change it up. It's not going to be in C major anymore. I'm going to put it in A minor. Like, And that works because it's the relative minor. You know, if you know your theory, it's a fairly easy change. It's all relative. But this progression that I'm going to use is 1-4-5-1, about as simple a progression as you can get. But if you wanted to say it was still in the C major, then that would be 6-3-4-6. Well, let's just get all of these down, and this is only for the first half of this section. I say first half, a quarter of this section, because the phrase is repeated twice for each section. Just change the colour up as well so that you can see that this is another part. I'll just rename this so that it avoids any confusion. And delete the second half of that phrase so that it's not as boring as it could be. And then this time we'll put it in so that we've got the 6th and the 4th. So it sort of jumped from one thing to another. So it's like da 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 da. Bad vocals from me there. And then we'll also stick it on the next section so it's got a fast rapid fire beat with playing the 4ths as well. You'll hear that right now. And this is all just me playing around with diatonics. So there you go. And over that D on the 3rd section, this D right there that we just stopped on, that's the 3-4-6-3, just to add it up a little bit. And then to fill in this blank space at the end, I'm just going to throw in yeah, there you go, just to run up the scale, and then it's going to come back down again in a second so that we can go nicely into the C's for the main A section. And then that's pretty much the piece complete, so let's listen to it again now. And then we'll stick that 7th in as well, just a little taste of the 7th to help move it into the next section, you know, because just staying on the C won't make it that great. And always listen back to what you're doing, just to see if it actually works, because you might want to move some things around, you might not want to, but try not to be too precise with what you're doing, because if you get carried away, then you'll just be looking at the same 5-second clip, trying to make it sound perfect. And don't lie to yourself, it won't sound perfect, but that's why we can edit things afterwards. Okay, so I've been Ben. I hope you enjoyed this, I hope it wasn't too boring. Now, go off and compose your own music. Enjoy.